What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another top 10 video. Today I'm putting my top 10 favorite Wario titles. In case y'all don't know, if I ignore Donkey Kong and Rosalina, Wario is like my favorite Mario character, and I still love him to this day, and I'm gonna like him even more in Mario Golf Super Rush. So today I am going to show you guys my top 10 favorite Wario titles. I'm gonna show either Wario Land or Warioware based off how much I enjoyed them, of course. I haven't played every single Wario title, but knowing that the other Wario titles I haven't more or less are mediocre and not that great, I'm probably fine. So yeah, without further ado, let's go. You know I gotta put the one that started it all, Wario Land Super Mario Land 3. While Wario's debut game was actually Super Mario Land 2, this was Wario's actual first game. It takes place after the events of Super Mario Land 2, and Wario has to, collect treasure and free somebody. Regardless though, although I'm not really sure how I feel about playing this game now, it's a pretty solid game for Wario Land, but no doubt it's probably my least favorite Wario Land title. No doubt it's an amazing game. I just think the others are better. But regardless, the first Wario Land title, first game in the series is always not going to be the best thing ever. So, yeah. Number 9, Warioware Inc. Mega Micro Games. Wario Land isn't the only series I love, but I also like WarioWare. A cool of wacky, cool mini-games that last for 3 seconds, try to get new records and stuff. I always loved this series. I love WarioWare as much as Wario Land, although I'm more of a Wario Land person. I'm more a fan of Wario Land, but no doubt WarioWare is just as good. I know even this is the first in the series, it's not that great, but regardless, the rest of the games do get more interesting, so yeah, but I gotta mention WarioWare on here, so yeah. Number 8, WarioWare DIY, aka, can you do it yourself? Yeah, that's the whole point. That's the whole title. Try to do. It's basically WarioWare, except you gotta figure it out on your own. I loved this game as a kid, and I still like it to this day. Although I don't play this often compared to the other WarioWare or even Wario titles. I do like Wario DIY. It's definitely an engaging experience in my opinion. So I just wanted to throw out this one, and I think I prefer this over the original, but still, this is a nice time. Number 7, WarioWare Gold. Oh, this is going to be controversial. Y'all remember WarioWare Gold? I don't think you do. Now, I do love WarioWare Gold. It's definitely a great comeback in the series. Although, compared to other Wario titles I'm going to talk about, I just prefer others. No doubt WarioWare Gold is an amazing game. It has, new micro games and stuff, although it has a ton of micro games, the most in the entire series, although a majority of them are returning micro games, and only a few of them are actually brand new ones, which I guess isn't bad if this is your first WarioWare game, but I don't know, I just can't see myself. I think it's a pretty solid title, although looking back, maybe I just find it just good, maybe not my favorite WarioWare game, so yeah. Number 6, Wario Land Shake It, or Shake It Dimension, depending on where you live. This is my first Wario title as a kid, and I love this game a lot. It has a unique art style, the gameplay is pretty good, and you gotta love the opening cutscene. It just feels like an anime, basically. Also, this game was made by Goodfeel, so I can totally see why. This was the last Wario Land game to come out in over a decade, and I've been still asking for a new Wario Land game. But regardless, this is a nice Wario Land game, although there are a few flaws, obviously. Getting 100% is overwhelming as hell, especially getting some secret levels, getting the chest stuff. Some of the power downs from the other Wario Land games are sort of just gone, but even with that, I still find this an amazing time, and I at least replay this game at least once a year. It could be a bit overwhelming at times, but you'll still have a fun time no matter what, so yeah. Number 5, Wario Land 3. Now we're getting into the real good stuff right now. I love Wario Land 3, honestly. It's the longest one in the series because instead of, it's not as short compared to the other ones, and you have to backtrack and stuff to get almost all the chests to beat the game. It's a unique take in the series, and I can totally see why this is like one of the best Wario Land games, although it's probably in the middle, in between, because some of the backtracking can be a bit overwhelming. I kind of hate backtracking in video games, but that's just me. I don't think it's a problem in Wario Land 3. And you could go back to the main castle area to get hints where to go next. And every time you beat a level, it'll switch to day and night and different stuff happens. So definitely a unique take on Wario Land. So yeah. Number 4, WarioWare Smooth Moves. Now, my favorite WarioWare title WarioWare Smooth Moves. Now, say what you will about motion controls on the Wii, and that's probably the problem. But regardless, even then, the motion controls worked incredibly well for this game, and I loved it a lot. There's a unique amount of mini-games with the motion controls, and I found them pretty fun. It can be difficult at times, honestly, but regardless, I had a lot of fun playing WarioWare Smooth Moves, and it's definitely my favorite in the WarioWare series, so yeah. Number 3, Wario Land 2. This is by far a very underrated game in my opinion. Definitely one of my favorite Game Boy titles, honestly. And one of my favorite Game Boy games minus Mario Land 2 and Donkey Kong 94. So yeah, Wario Land 2, this is an interesting thing. While the game is pretty short if you're casually playing it, the main game, there are extra levels after you beat the game. And also there's a point of grabbing all the maps, getting all the chests, and all that stuff. And honestly, I really like it. It's highly replayable in my opinion, besides Wario Land 4, and I found this my second favorite Wario Land title, so yeah, I really enjoyed this game, honestly. Number 2, Wario World. I saw what other Wario games I have yet to play, and I stumbled upon this, and I had no clue what the hell this Wario game is, and when I wanted to boot it up and stuff, I was like, what the hell is this? This is a 3D Wario platforming title, and honestly, it's really, really, really underrated. You know that image of Wario with all the gold that apparently on Nintendo articles always use, apparently? Yeah, that image. But anyway, enough of that. This is a really underrated game. Now, it's not the best 3D platformer ever made or anything. It does have its flaws. But, you know, the enemies look so unusual, like, they don't feel like they belong in Wario, but still. And fun fact, this was made by Treasure. I can totally see why, honestly. Regardless, though, I love Wario World, and it's definitely replayable. Now, it's extremely short, though, but regardless, it's not a big deal in my opinion, so, yeah. And number 1, Wario Land 4, aka Wario's greatest achievement. Unironically, it is. I love Wario Land 4, and this is like one of my top 10 favorite games of all time, honestly. Yes, I'm going that far. Wario Land 4 just fixes a lot of things perfectly. They fixed a lot. You know, I don't mind the health system there, unlike the past 2 games. I didn't talk about Wario Land 2 and 3 where it didn't have the health system, but that never bothered me, honestly. The only downside is the bosses can be a bit difficult without some cheats, I guess. But regardless, I love Wario Land 4. It's definitely one of my favorite games of all time. Like, I love Wario's I like Wario in the game, honestly, how he looks and stuff. So yeah, that's just me. And this makes me really want Wario Land back. Please, Nintendo, bring back this series. If I'm recording this before it gets announced at E3. So yeah. Yeah, that's it for the list, guys. What's your favorite Wario title? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time for more videos. Later, folks.